a well-known face in the esports scene. Now, Dan, how has your PAX been?
It's been absolutely amazing. Like, you know, every time I come here, I look at the crowd, I hear them scream, and like it's electrifying. And I just stand at the edge of my seat.
Now, you are, of course, a sub for TSM and Reggie's brother, so how have you lived the last couple of months with the team and their ups and downs?
Basically, when they win, the atmosphere in the house is really good. We run around, we chill, and we crack a lot of jokes at each other. But, you know, when they lose a little bit, I kind of like recede back in my room and just play in there a little bit because it gets a little gloomy. So it's really like the team's morale, attitude, it actually directly affects me as well.
And do you step in when there's something going on? Do they kind of confide in you, or do you kind of stay in the background?
Generally, like when I talk to people, I'd rather talk to them one-on-one. I'm pretty hands-off, and the most of the advice I'd give would be to my brother. I'd be like, he would come to me, he has a problem, and I'd talk it over with him. I'm more of like a ear. I just listen to what he has to say, and sometimes I would give advice.
All right, now, of course, they got the final coming up versus Cloud9 later, a best of 5. How do you think that'll go?
Surprisingly, throughout the entire season, TSM has been, or historically, I think they got 0-4'd, and 0-4'd by COG too, and they were able to step up against COG, and I think they're going to be able to step it up here as well.
And then when they go to World Playoffs, or just the World Championships, how do you think they will do there? Because last time around, not that good.
Last year was definitely very disappointing, but definitely this year, right? I think the team in NA has stepped it up tremendously. Every team having their own team gaming house. They're practicing a lot more. It's really scheduled, actually. You don't see them stream as much, play solo queue as much, and really they have a set amount of time every day. They have to be up by a certain time. They play a certain amount of scrims, and then once they're done, then they can play in addition too. That's when they start solo queuing, that's when they start streaming. So I think they're prepared.
All right, finally, when you see all these fans here cheering, there's a part of you that misses being up on that stage and giving it your best.
I do miss it. I miss the fans. I miss the love. I still feel a lot of love from the fans, but in terms of going pro again, I don't see myself going pro again. Maybe if like Odd1 breaks his hand and I have to fill in, but please don't go out and do that for the sake of me. I think he's a better player right now, and so I'm like just the backup. I don't want to be used.
All right, well, thank you very much, and thank you for this interview, Dan Din. And as for us, we're going to be going back over to Kobe and Freak at the desk for the next match.
Thank you very much, Shox. Now, unlike Dan Din, we would love to be used. I'm glad we're passing this game for you guys. Dan is in the back.
Don't use me, bro.
All right. I will be used for
Reggie
this
would
casting. Excuse me, bro. Yes, dude, come on. Now, guys, it's time for game 2.